I've just been on a kick lately with these decks, although this one is different, as I don't believe I have ever done a deluxe battle deck. I've done quite a few decks, and I don't think I've done one of these, oddly square ones. But this is the Zapdos EX, but as I would call it, Miraidon EX with Zapdos. And it is a play level 2. I actually like Zapdos more, but Miraidon EX, man, just my favorite, card to actually use in the TCG, and now is probably a good time to clarify. I'm not an expert on Pokemon decks, I don't play the TCG much, hardly at all anymore, so this is from a collector's point of view. This video is just for fun, it's not to teach you about this deck and how to use it, yada yada, although I will be doing my best to examine things, it's just for fun. If you came here to learn some stuff about the meta, you came to the wrong place. Okay, now that all the competitive players are gone, we have a coin. Actually, not bad looking. I really do like this, spiral-esque design going on with the Zapdos coin here. Very unique, at least as far as my memory can tell. I don't think we've had a coin quite like that. So we have our markers, piece of paper. What is the counterpart? Ninetales. Okay. So this just kind of tells you a bit about the deck. Yeah, Zapdos up there. And this is about its counterpart deck, being the Ninetales EX. Maybe I ought to pick that one up sometime as well. Let's see. We have a paper playmat, which people only ever use to learn the TCG, and then that's probably about it. But paper playmat, and then on the back we have, mini poster kind of deal. Condition markers, and we have our promo cards that came with this deck. The featured cards of this deck, I should say. I don't know if promo is really going to qualify. So this one is from Mew. What was Mew again? Oh, right, it was Pokemon 151. It was bothering me that I couldn't remember. Yeah, so Mew was Pokemon 151. So we just have the standard Zapdos here from that set. Then we have our Miraidon EX with, of course, Tandem Unit. The thing that makes this card so beautiful. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 basic electric Pokemon and put them onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. Which of course helps for getting more Miraidon EXs. It's a basic boy. Then, of course, we have another Zapdos, and we have a code card for this deck here. And deck box. It's still pretty standard. It is a lot more flashy, the circles going out more, it's more crazy. But still, what? I was about to say, I still hate their, standard deck boxes that they've been doing for a while now. One thing I complained about, I think it was literally in the last deck video that I did. If I can find it, if I feel like it, I'll play the clip here. Suffice it to say, I hate it. There's nothing on the outside that tells you that this is a Greninja deck. It does tell you which water, which is nice. They could do something there. So when they're, stacked up or something, just something, even just not just green. They could just have a little symbol of the water symbol. I don't care, just something. Yeah. They did it. They did it. Sitting on a shelf, I will have a better idea as to what is inside of this thing. It still doesn't tell me that it's a Zapdos deck, but I know that it's an electric deck, and I can assume it's an EX deck because of the green. They did it. They did it. They listened. This has probably had nothing to do with me, I can assume. But I'm happy about it regardless. So let's take a look inside. So we have the Pommy, pretty basic. You're not going to use him, anyways. You want to get him evolved. Professor's Research, of course. Energy, so Pommo. 20 damage for 1 energy, then Electro Bullet. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Doesn't apply weakness or resistance. Okay, useful for attacking the bench, and since it's only a stage 1, you could get to this pretty easily and try to take out things that they're trying to prepare on their bench. Rhyme, draw 3 cards, switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench. Okay. Not a bad idea. So you could literally move them to the bench, and they have to choose a new active, and then you can continue to attack the one that they want to have active. Okay, not bad. Of course, you have an Ultra Ball, Electric Generator. Yep, you have to have it with Miraidon. I would be upset if this wasn't in here. Just lets you cycle energies. We have Nest Ball, Basic Energy, Bravery Charm. The basic Pokemon this card is attached to gets plus 50 HP. That would probably go on Miraidon because he's not the most tanky. What was Zapdos' health at? It's actually 20 lower, so maybe it's better for pulling Zapdos. Oh, I didn't even realize that with Zapdos. It's also designed to hit the bench. You do 120, then it also does 90 damage to one of the bench Pokemon that has already been damaged. Okay, so again, Palmot's probably really useful. Attack the bench, and then you can send out Zapdos and really attack the bench. So then Hawlucha, Flying Entry. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may choose 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon and put 1 damage counter on each of them. Again, just so much bench hitting. And then I guess, you know, you're still doing 120 damage with the Zapdos, and you're still doing your, what was it, 220 with Miraidon? So you're still swinging at their actives, but you're also just swinging at the bench the entire time as well. So shuffle your hand to your deck, draw 5 cards. You have Ultra Ball, Rika. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck and put 2 of them into your hand. Shuffle the other cards and put them on the bottom of your deck. Okay. Bravery, Charm again, Energy, Super Rod. Shuffle up to 3 in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. Interesting. We have Pawmi, the Earthen Vessel, an Ancient card. You can use this card only if you discard another card from your hand. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards, reveal them, and put them to your hand. I don't know how needed that is, especially with Electric Generator. I'd rather just have more Electric Generators. We have Palmot. Oops, sorry about that. We have Jack again. We have Energy, Nest Ball, Energy, Switch. Of course, you have to have. There is a second Electric Generator. We have Youngster, Bravery, Charm, Hawlucha. We're probably down to all repeats here. I am curious about the number of Electric Generators in this deck. I don't think I'd go with Earthen Vessel, personally. I could be wrong. I mean, again, like I said at the start of this video, I am very much not a professional. Third Electric Generator. Okay, so maybe they're just going all out for whatever they can to get energy stacked. They do definitely throw a lot of them in here. But that's a very interesting deck, and honestly, I'd be interested to try it out, because it still features my favorite boy, our Miraidon, but then it features Zapdos and just a bunch of things to hit the bench. I feel like I would just rely too much on Miraidon still. Like, my instinct would still just be Miraidon is the star of the show. But, I don't know. Maybe I could make it work. Interesting deck, though. But now it is time for the bonus card of the day. Explanation right down there in the corner. And our next card is actually in a Pokemon Center sleeve 2019. Are you Cosmic Eclipse? I feel like this is a Cosmic Eclipse sleeve. Either way, I don't feel a price tag on the front. Let's pull the card out. It is a double-sleeved card. Usually that's a decent sign for value. Let's see. This is in great condition. A little dot of white there. So usually really good condition implies modern. I'm thinking we go... I'm going to go super modern. I'm going to say 2023. We have... 2022. It's kind of cheating. So this is from the Trading Card Game Championships Regional. So there's a chance that this was printed in 2023 and made for 2023. I actually don't know. But it's a reprint of a card from 2022, now with a stamp. I doubt this card has a whole lot of value behind it. I don't entirely know why it was double-sleeved. I could be wrong. You guys will have seen the price down below. But I collect stamped cards, so I'm always happy to add more to my collection, regardless of what value they may or may not have. The fact that it's double-sleeved, either this was used in someone's deck and they just sold off the whole deck, or they valued it, or it does actually have a higher value. I'm not sure. Now, if you want to see a wild card of the bonus card of the day, mostly because of, holy god, the coincidence, and the fact that, spoilers, I guessed the year right on that one, I would suggest checking out the video I'll be linking on screen of the Greninja EX deck. And while we're at it, I'll link on screen a playlist of all of my Pokemon videos if you feel like binging. Liking and subscribing is always helpful to any YouTube channel, but the thing that helps out the most is simply watching more content. So if you enjoyed it, consider clicking one of the things on screen. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I will see all of you guys next time. Goodbye for now.